Hey friends! So today I'm going to do a book review on Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Other Lessons from the Crematory by Doughty. This is a nonfiction book written about the funeral industry by Doughty, who is a mortician. Sorry, my cat. Caitlin is a mortician and she has a YouTube channel here on the internet. She has a segment called Ask a Mortician, and people go and ask her questions about death-related things. And so the book is kind of an extension of that. She talks about the process of cremation, the process of embalming, the process of preparing a body for viewings, how they do things differently with babies, and what they do with people who are obese or who have donated their body to science, what they have to do with things like pacemakers and hip replacements and any sort of metal in the body that wouldn't cremate down. Yeah, she goes through pretty much everything you need to know. She doesn't leave out any details. It's quite graphic, I guess, but in that way it's also very, very gripping. And she also kind of has this running theme throughout the book about how in Western culture the reason that we're so detached from death is because we never see it and we never see decaying bodies, and because the funeral industry tries to make it such a positive experience for us, we never get to really have to face our own mortality because we're never faced with other people's mortality in a very basic way. And she kind of relates that to the Western world's fear of aging and things like that. And yeah, I thought that was really interesting because it's very true. She kind of has this death positivity movement happening, and she's trying to get people to be more aware of their own mortality and more positive about the whole experience and not try to make it into something that it's not. So she just wants people to, be more aware of what their options are and what they can do. You're allowed to do witness cremations where the family comes into the cremation room and is a part of the process and stuff like that. Not very many people do that, and she thinks that it's really important and that we should be more involved in that process. In the past, it was the families who cleaned the body and prepared it, and that was their responsibility. She talks about how the funeral industry has become so medicalized. For that reason, the families have kind of taken a back seat, and that's contributed to our fear of death. When she argues that it's inevitable and it's a very important part of life. She also talks in here about like corporate funeral homes. I think that's what they're called. They're owned by, big businesses, and there's like a chain of them, and they're kind of expected to upsell on caskets and things, it just boggles my mind. I don't understand how you could make a business off of that. Like, I know obviously that how you can make a business off of it because it's recession proof, so it's a great business investment, but to actually expect people to upsell and then, be upset when they don't come down with their numbers, that's insane. This book has really inspired me to think more about what my options are and what I would like, and just trying to be more involved next time. No one I know will ever die. But, in the off chance that at some point in my life someone else dies, this book taught me that I don't want to be embalmed. Nope. It's not happening. I don't want to be involved, and I definitely don't want to have an open casket viewing. No. No, never. The book is so amazingly written. It's so easy to read. It's written very much in her voice. Like, if you've ever watched any of her YouTube videos, it's obviously on a very serious topic, but she kind of tries to make it silly and lighthearted, and so she throws in little jokes here and there, and her personality, I feel like, definitely comes through, or at least her internet personality comes through. Yeah, it's great. I can't say anything bad about it. The only thing I will say, if you have watched her YouTube videos, a lot of it will maybe be a little bit repetitive. It just kind of goes into more detail, but I mean, I personally didn't find that to be an issue at all because all of the things that were said are really interesting, and so I was more than willing to hear them, or in this case, read them again. I really, really enjoyed this book. I read it very quickly because I couldn't stop reading it because it was amazing. Smoke Us in Your Eyes and Other Lessons from the Crematory by Caitlin Doughty. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. But I would have given it 5 if not for the YouTube repetitive thing. So if I hadn't watched her YouTube videos, I would have given it 5 out of 5. So realistically, it's more like a 4.86 out of 5 stars. It's pretty good. You should probably read it. So if you have read Smoke Us in Your Eyes, please let me know what you thought of it. If you haven't read it, let me know anything. Tell me what you had for dinner, or like if you like penguins, or if you like water slides, or like penguins on water slides. You know, it's like always been my dream to bowl. I know it's so horrible, like poor penguins, but I really want to bowl with penguins. Like, I just think it'd be so much fun. You could get little helmets on them, and then the pins, you could maybe make them softer just so the penguins don't get hurt, and then you would throw them down the aisle, and then the penguin would just be like sliding on his little stomach. It'd be really fun. Penguin bowling. You can patent it, and you can make it. It's fine. You have all credit, full credit goes to you, and I will go there and I will probably be your best customer. Yep. Penguin bowling and Smoke Us in Your Eyes are both awesome. Check them out. See you.